is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And it's time to close an exciting week of football here on Monday night. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Herbert now, blitz coming. He's trying to push the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So now pause for an injured player, and this is a big one. It is Justin Herbert who's in some pain. He's being attended to after that play. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Jaguars football. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Moss with another carry. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
This is complete to Olave. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn has got it. And the Bills will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
1st and 10, Herbert. He puts everything behind this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Herbert with a blitz coming. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 4th and long. Another punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be their football. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. This play goes for 36. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. Love looking to pass. That's complete to Musgrave. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Chris Olave with the touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Taking a deep shot here. They connect on the deep shot. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Throw caught at the 6. And he's able to get to the 2 before the stop. Hall will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Forced out to his right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start to fight back for their 1st points of this game. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down throw, here's Love. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Loves to throw again. Finds a man right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Love from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Moss gets it from the gun. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Right back to Moss now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Moss will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. They're down to their final 1 in this half.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Jaguars looking for a score just before the break. So now here's 3rd and goal. From the pistol, here's Love. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
Through the decades, Kate, all kick returners have had to have tremendous vision, but it's a little different now with these new rules. You're not watching and feeling those guys running at you all the way down the field, no. Now you're more like a running back. You're looking for that crease, that opening, that lane to exploit, and boy, did he.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home at that side.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Bills with a punt team out there. Back deep is Nyheim Hines. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Headed out right. Now he takes it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
2nd and 3 now. From the 47. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They send a tight end in motion. Love on 3rd and short. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
He's got him. That's Moss. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. On target to Musgrave. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Moss with a run to start this third quarter. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed to his running back. Picked up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He puts a power on a deep one left. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll run for it with Hall. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Moss. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. To the air with Love. He fires one deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing his Love on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Jaguars in a punt formation. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Ooh, this was not hit well, and it's headed for the sideline. And no return here as this one ends up going out of bounds. They're out and set. 1st and 10. throw, right side, complete to start this drive.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off the gain of 28.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Cade. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a
big gain downfield. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him over the middle. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Running out of the gun with Moss. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. Works his way to the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky down the line, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny it.
Oh, stop him before he gets much on the return.
We're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all the way. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He can't connect with him. Incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Herbert with a blitz coming. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well you can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage at really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep. He's got it inside the 10. 10, touchdown Buffalo. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Thrown on 1st down. Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Running on 2nd with Moss. He breaks the tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Love from the gun. He finds Johnson. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Jaguars losing by 4. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Long now to throw. That's complete to Musgrave. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. We've got whistles after the play as we have somebody shaken up, and that's Luke Musgrave in need of some attention out there. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Up the gut, they go with Moss. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Man in motion here. Here he is to throw. Moss hauls it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Looking to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. It's caught right side by Johnson. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They go right back to Hall. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the